What's good, YouTube? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about two topics. One of them is where Cassie Ventura took the stand at court today for the third time. Obviously, y'all know that she's testifying against Diddy, but this time she actually got cross-examined. You get what I'm saying, guys? So I'm here to give you all that information. Also, I'm going to be talking about Chris Brown, who was actually arrested. Yeah, he was arrested for attacking a producer. So I'm going to be giving you all that information as well. But before I go any further in the topic, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and make sure y'all click the notification bell, put it on all. That way you can get notified whenever I post a new video. All right, guys, so let's get into this story as it relates to Cassie's testimony today at court. All right, so the story is saying Cassie Ventura testifies during cross-examination by defense. Cassandra Cassie Ventura returned to a federal courthouse in Manhattan Thursday morning to testify for a third day against her former boyfriend Sean Diddy Combs, but this time she's facing skeptical cross-examination from the music producer's defense attorney. 8 months pregnant and sometimes in tears, Ventura has spent hours on the stand portraying Combs, who was once synonymous with power and prestige in US pop culture, as a violent megalomaniac who controlled every aspect of her professional, emotional, and sexual life. She alleged Combs stifled her career as an R&B artist, cajoled her into days-long private freak-offs with male prostitutes while he filmed and did, stuff to himself, blackmailed her with those same videos, frequently beat her, sent his employees to track her down when she ran away, and after she left him for good, forced his way into her home and took advantage of her. Defense lawyers are now trying to dismantle that devastating image of Combs, 55, who has pleaded not guilty to racketeering, trafficking, and conspiracy and transporting to engage in prostitution, and faces 15 years to life in prison if convicted on all counts by the jury. His attorney have suggested that they will portray Ventura as a violent, jealous woman in an unorthodox consensual relationship who sought to extort money from Combs before she publicized her accusations in an explosive assault lawsuit in 2023. But Ventura is only the first of at least 3 women expected to testify against Combs in the trial, which opened with jury selection last week and is expected to last 2 months. All right, guys, so what do y'all think? Like I said, I think Cassie, she I'm not gonna say that she loved what she was doing, but I think she was in a way okay with some of these things, right? But obviously now everyone is turning against Diddy, so she's doing her best to make it look like he forced her. But I'm yet to see any information which shows him, except the part where she said that he broke into her home and he did, he took advantage of her, which I don't know, man. I don't want to sound like I'm defending Diddy, but I have yet to hear, I'm not going to say that the stuff aren't gross, what she's saying, but I haven't heard anything that says, all right, that's definitely a crime. Like he held a gun to her and said, you got to do this or something like that. I mean, it's definitely messed up where, as it relates to the video where we saw him, kicking her and stuff like that, but, I'm just waiting to see where, certain things come into play as it relates to him forcing her and all that stuff. But anyway, guys, let me know what y'all think. Also, I seen TMZ put out something saying that Cassie testifies Diddy suspected she had an affair with Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, so Michael B. Jordan name is being called in the courthouse, so I don't know, man. Cassie is definitely, releasing a whole bunch of stuff in court, right? But anyway, like I said, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. So the next thing we're going to be discussing is this news that we're getting as it relates to R&B superstar Chris Brown, who was arrested, all right? So let's just get right into this story. Chris Brown arrested in England over alleged London nightclub attack. Chris Brown was arrested in England on Thursday for allegedly attacking someone at a London nightclub in 2023. According to the Associated Press, the Metropolitan Police didn't name the rapper, but told the outlet that they took a 36-year-old into custody at a Manchester hotel on suspicion of causing grievous bodily harm. Per British law, a suspect cannot be named at the time of their arrest to make sure that a fair trial is conducted. The Sun, who originally broke the news of Brown's arrest, reported that the music producer Abe Diar claimed that he was hospitalized after the alleged unprovoked attack at the Tape nightclub in February 2023. Diar said Brown hit him in the head with a bottle and punched and kicked him while he was on the floor. Diar has filed a $16 million lawsuit against the musician. At the time of the incident, Brown was on tour in the UK. He is scheduled to return overseas for his Breezy Bowl tour, celebrating 20 years as a musician in June and July. Brown representative did not immediately respond to Fox News Digital request for comment. This is not Brown's first run-in with the police. In 2009, Brown was arrested for assaulting his ex-girlfriend Rihanna that same year. He pleaded guilty to felony assault. According to People, Brown was accused of, doing some stuff to a woman in October 2024 while on Sean Diddy Combs' yacht. The alleged abuse in detail in the Warner Brothers documentary Chris Brown, A History of Violence. Alright guys, so that's what's going on with Chris Brown. So it's not something that happened yesterday, or it's something, well, allegedly it's not something that happened recently. It's something that allegedly took place like 2 years ago, something like that. But anyway guys, let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and thank y'all for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe. Peace.